Hey clan, Scottish One Nature here, and welcome to another installment of the Warriors Acquisitions, where I show you what I've recently got and possibly may review in the future. Another installment. You know the setup. I'm just going to show you some of the stuff that I've recently got. It is mostly DVDs. There is one game in it, but I'm going to be saving the game until the end because I have a wee bit to say on why I bought the game and when I intend to start it. Firstly, a quick update. I have had one or two people wondering when the next set of Wii On Reviews is coming. The next Wii On Review is going to be a two-part, as a two-movie special. It's going to be my review of Resident Evil Degeneration and Resident Evil Damnation. I'm going to be reviewing both of these films at the same time because really I think that's the best way to do it. And then after the Resident Evil one, the next set review is going to be another double movie special, the two Fullmetal Alchemist movies. I'm going to review both of them right after I'm done with the Resident Evil one. I'm hoping to get them out by the end of this week. All comes down to how busy I am with something that I recently purchased on the Xbox Marketplace, which is Dragonborn. Yes, I bought Dragonborn. I got some redeem points today and bought an extra couple bit on there. I wasn't expecting it to be 600 Microsoft points, I'll tell you that right now, but I did buy it. And I'm playing through it. I've just stopped playing it about 20 minutes ago just to take a wee breather from it. It's a big DLC. There is actually a lot of content from what I can see in it. So I'm going to be taking my time with the DLC, but I will still try and get it beat by at least Sunday. I would like to get the Wii On Review for that out by Sunday, and hopefully I can, but this does look like quite a large DLC, and I've barely scratched the surface of it at the moment, and I've only played for about an hour and a half. But that's about it. So I don't have something physical to represent the Dragonborn the Dragonborn DLC, but that Wii On Review is coming sometime this week, hopefully, or next, depending on when I can beat it. But let's get right into the Warriors acquisitions with the physical stuff that I have. And the first thing is a movie probably that nobody wants to own, but is Ultraviolet, starring Mila Jovovich, who is one of my favourite actresses, who I personally think is fantastic in almost any role she does, no matter what it is, including the Resident Evil films. She's still good. She's the only reason that I still watch those films. But this is a movie that apparently is average, apparently. I'm kidding, I've seen it. I know what the story is, but it's Mila. I can't say no to Mila, I'm sorry. She caught me in her web with her performance in The Fifth Element, which is absolute perfection in my opinion. And I'm going to be honest, I actually have a role for her. If I could choose the role for the Justice League film, there's a particular role I would have her in that I think she would be perfect for, but I'm not going to say what it is because I want to save that for another time. Now the next set of films are DC animated movies, and sort of. I'll show the first one, which is Justice League Crisis on Two Earths. This is a parallel Earth story in which the Justice League take on their criminal counterparts in an alternate universe. It's badass. I have seen this and it is really good from what I can remember. I probably will need to rewatch it, but I actually like this, what they've done here. They've got the Justice League on one disc and the Crime Syndicate on the other, which is really, really nice. A really good animated film, in my opinion. I might review this, I'm not sure yet, but definitely worth a pick up. The next one is Superman, Batman, Apocalypse. This is basically a Supergirl / Darkseid story because Darkseid is in this and he's fucking awesome as always. Just show you in there. It's a black and white disc. Unfortunately, no black and white, but you know what I mean. But this is a really good anime, really tense and really kind of brutal in some instances, and has one of my favourite Batman scenes ever, where Batman literally stands up to Darkseid. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's one of my favourite Batman scenes ever. Another Superman Batman film, Superman and Batman Public Enemy, another really good animated film. I will actually say one thing while I'm on this topic. There are two characters that I'm really interested in finding out a wee bit more about, and especially from the New 52 of comics. I'm not a big comic book reader, but there was a comic that I was going to buy the day, but I ended up deciding not against it, and it is Supergirl Volume 1, The New 52, The Last Daughter of Krypton. If anyone has read the Supergirl comic, can they let me know if it's any good, and I will pick that up eventually, because I was extremely tempted to pick it up because I do want to find out a wee bit more about some of the other lesser known DC characters. Like, I know enough about most of them, but I would love to find out about other ones. So if anyone can tell me if the Supergirl New 52 is okay, and any comic that involves Power Girl, and no, it's not because she has a boob window. I actually think her character's kind of interesting. I wouldn't mind finding out more about her. So if anyone could let me know that. The next two are actually episodes / feature-length episodes of the Justice League animated series. It's kind of a goal of mine to get that full series on DVD, but it is kind of tricky to get a hold of. Even on eBay, there's not that many of them around. But I just had to pick these up because they're absolutely fantastic. It's the pilot episode, Secret Origins, which is one of my favourite openings to any animated TV series. And one of my all-time favourite episodes of any DC thing, Star-Crossed. This is one of my personal favourite episodes from the Justice League series. It is actually probably my all-time favourite Justice League episode. It's fan-bloody-tastic. And I'm going to be brutally honest, this is the kind of level I want on the Justice League movie. I know the Justice League movie is going to have Darkseid, but if I'm going to be honest, it has to be as good as Star-Crossed in my opinion, or otherwise it's a failure. Star-Crossed is one of the best out there in my opinion, even though it's only a featured length episode that's about 67 minutes. I love it, it's awesome, and definitely I hold this on par with the Justice League film when it eventually comes out. And hopefully the Justice League film is as good as Star-Crossed, because it's really one of the best in the entire episode in the entire series. That little tangent there, but let's move on to the next two. Now the next 3-4 films, 3.5 we'll say, 3 films are animes, and let's get this out of the way. Ghost in the Shell and Ghost in the Shell Innocence, the two Ghost in the Shell live action Ghost in the Shell live action, that will never work. Ghost in the Shell anime movies. I've already seen the first one. I've never seen Innocence. This is actually Ghost in the Shell 2.0, which is a remastered version of it. But it does actually come also with the original movie, the unremastered version, which is nice because that version is supposedly the best version out there. Same with the disc 2 with Ghost in the Shell Innocence. I've never seen it. I just bought this because it was cheaper than buying both of them separate. And I really want to see the second one, and I do have every intention of reviewing Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex, which I showed in a previous Warrior acquisition. But of course, if I'm going to have to review that, I'm going to have to review Ghost in the Shell before I review that. So Ghost in the Shell is a movie that I am going to review before I review Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex. So that's coming. Now the next one is an anime that I never watched. I've never seen this anime for one simple reason. Everyone says it's the anime of animes and is the reason that animes are in the West nowadays, and without this particular anime I'm about to show you, there wouldn't be as many animes over here in the West. And that's kind of a weird thing for me to say, because normally that's something that you go and see, but I'm one of these people that if you tell me something is the best of the best or absolutely fantastic, you spoiled it for me, and I'm not going to even bother going to go and watch it, because I really do hate it when people do that and say this is the best thing ever. Definitely go and watch it. I'll eventually see it, but I won't rush it because you've just basically told me it's the best thing ever. And it is Akira! I know that little bit. This is considered one of the best animes out there. In fact, even the tagline says here, no Akira, no Matrix. It's that important. This is the Ultimate Collection, which has 2 versions of the movie. It has the original version and the digitally remastered version, which, 2003, but released in 2003. So it's the same film, it's just 2 versions of it, which is kind of weird. I don't get why they did that. I suppose it just comes down to your own personal preference, but I'm going to eventually watch this, and if you want me to review it, let me know. I've never seen it, and it's supposedly the anime of animes. If you're an anime fan, apparently, you have to watch this because it really sets the style. It really supposedly defined the animes of later dates, and also helped bring a lot of other animes over here like Dragon Ball Z, Ghost in the Shell, and various other ones. So definitely one that I need to check out. It was released in 1987, so it was before my time. So yeah, I'll definitely have to watch it and see what I think of it. Maybe I'll love it, maybe I'll hate it. We'll wait and see. And the final thing of this Warriors acquisition. This is a game that I have been tempted to get ever since I started following it a few months ago. Before it was even released, I was following this game, and the only reason I didn't buy it when it came out or pre-order it is because I'd heard mixed reviews and I wasn't 100% certain if I should get it, and of course I didn't have the money at the time to get it. But now that I have the money, I decided, you know what the hell, I'm going to get it. And I managed to get talking to someone in the store who actually explained it a lot better than I'd heard, and kind of twisted my arm a little bit, but eventually I did buy it. And this is technically going to be my first MMO. Guild Wars 2. I want to try it out. Like, it's the price of a regular retail game, and it's not subscription, which is nice. I haven't played any MMOs beyond. I played the month free of World of Warcraft when they were doing that. I actually played for about 20 minutes and then gave up on it and uninstalled it from my computer and never touched it again. Because it just didn't feel right. I didn't like it. I didn't get the hype. I didn't get the reason why people played it. But Guild Wars 2 I followed, and I will admit it's a game that I have been tempted to pick up for quite some time, and I am going to be playing this probably a lot, but at the moment I haven't even installed it on my computer. At the moment it is opened, but I haven't installed it on my computer because I want to finish off Dragonborn DLC and then install this and then start playing this, but I also need to get Heavy Rain done as well. But I'm going to give this a try, and once I've finished one of the main stories and maybe got a good grasp of it, I might review it. I'm not 100% certain if I'm qualified enough to review an MMO. But one of my favourite reviewers, Angry Joe, actually gave this thing a 10 out of 10, which I was like, wow, what the fuck? Because if you know Angry Joe, he never gives a 10 out of 10 to anything. But yeah, I'm going to give this a try and see if I like it, and yeah, I'll probably end up spending quite a lot of time playing this. And since it is just basically the price of buying, let me just grab something. Since it's the same price as I bought Deus Ex, it's not really a big staple. And there is a microtransaction system, but I really want to give this a try out. And maybe I'll start my own guild, but I doubt it will be as popular as a lot of other guilds. I'd get an invite after the person who was in store to their guild, but I'm really excited to give this a try, and I'm going to probably install it tomorrow on my computer and maybe start playing it a little bit, but I want to get Dragonborn done first. So I finally got Guild Wars 2, so people still fucking messaging me about it. I'm going to give it a try and see if I enjoy it, and if I do end up starting a guild, I'll think of a name or something, or if you want to suggest a name down in the comment section down below. But I'm going to give this a try, and hopefully I'll enjoy it. Quick recap of what I got. I got Guild Wars 2, a bunch of Justice League and Batman and Robin, Batman, Superman, DC movies, Akira, Ultraviolet, and Ghost in the Shell 2.0 and Ghost in the Shell Innocence. So yeah, if you want me to review anything on there, let me know in the comment section down below, and I will add it to the WeOn review list. I think that's all I've got to say, and I'm not sure if I should show you these because they aren't really new. I've had them for a few years, but fuck it. My gran was cleaning out and she found a whole bunch of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I just wanted to show you. I was a big Yu-Gi-Oh fan when I was a kid. I'm still am, but not as much as I used to. But I've got these. This is only a fraction of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards I used to own. I'm actually still looking for a lot of them. I've still got a few of them lying about here, but I found a whole stack of them, and I'm pretty sure I've still got more lying around the house. And then of course there's the other card game that I was addicted to as a kid. Pokemon, gotta get them all. Yeah, I got Pokemon cards. They're not rares or anything, they're fairly common ones. I was never lucky enough to get rare Pokemon cards. My cousin always got the rare ones. But yeah, it's just kind of nice to see these wee things from my childhood, including Lieutenant LT Surge's Pikachu. I did have another Pikachu, but I think it got destroyed in the wash, but I just thought I'd show you that. Something from my childhood. These are as old as me, if not slightly younger. But yeah, that's it from the Warriors acquisition. Hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to some WeOn reviews coming fairly shortly. As always, I'm Scottish Warrior 82, and I'll see you all later. Ciao for now. Mwah.